Take a breath, not a deep one, not a deliberate one. Just notice the one you're already taking. You don't need to do anything right now. You don't need to improve yourself. You don't need to arrive anywhere. Just listen. There comes a moment in many lives when effort begins to feel heavier than it used to. Not because something is broken, not because you failed, but because something deeper is asking to be noticed. You may still be functioning well. You may still be succeeding. You may still be admired, relied upon, respected. And yet, something feels quietly off. Not dramatic, not urgent, just persistent. The Quiet Harbor was written for that moment. This is not a loud story. It does not rush. It does not try to convince you of anything. It does not offer answers, methods, or solutions. It simply stays. At the center of this story is a man named Elias. Elias did what many of us were taught to do. He worked hard. He followed the rules. He became competent, reliable, successful. By every visible measure, his life made sense. And yet, beneath that competence, beneath the control and achievement, something remained untouched, not damaged, not wounded, just unvisited. He did not feel sad. He did not feel lost. He felt absent from his own life. Many people reach this point and turn away. They distract themselves. They speed up. They look for a new goal, a new role, a new identity. They call the feeling burnout, or restlessness, or weakness. Elias does something different. He pauses, and in that pause, something subtle begins to loosen. Not all at once, not dramatically, quietly. The identity he worked so hard to maintain no longer holds the same authority. The certainty he relied on no longer arrives on demand. Silence begins to appear. Not the peaceful kind, the honest kind. A silence that does not comfort. A silence that does not reassure. A silence that listens. The Quiet Harbor does not frame this as failure. It frames it as an invitation. An invitation to stop managing experience, to stop performing certainty, to stop holding everything together. This is not a story about escaping the world. It is a story about learning how to remain within it without being owned by it. As Elias allows control to loosen, he does not become special. He does not become enlightened. He becomes honest. He begins to notice how much effort was required to be who he thought he was. How much energy went into maintaining an image? How much strain hid beneath competence? What remains when that effort rests is something simpler. Awareness, presence, life, exactly as it is. If any of this feels familiar, this story is already speaking to you. If you have ever felt the quiet exhaustion behind ambition, if you have ever reached a goal and wondered why it didn't deliver what you were promised, if you have ever sensed that becoming more was no longer the answer, you are not alone. This book was written for people who are capable, people who are strong, people who kept going long after certainty disappeared. Some readers will recognize spiritual language here. Others will resist it. The book does not require belief. It does not ask you to adopt a worldview or reach a conclusion. It explores what happens when God is no longer an idea, when meaning no longer arrives through explanation, when presence no longer depends on feeling good. It honors the experience of the dark night, not as punishment, but as the falling away of illusions, the loss of meaning, the absence of reassurance, the choice to remain honest even when nothing confirms you. What emerges on the other side is not withdrawal from life. It is participation without armor. Elias continues working, continues relating, continues living in the world, but without the strain of self-protection. He meets others where they are, not to guide them, not to fix them, but to offer space. Service becomes quieter. Work becomes simpler. Life becomes ordinary and sacred at the same time. The Quiet Harbor is not a book you rush through. It is a book you sit with, a book that creates space rather than filling it. It does not tell you who to become. It invites you to notice who you already are when striving rests. If this voice resonates with you, if these words feel less like information and more like recognition, then the book will meet you where you are. The Quiet Harbor by Mike Adamola is available now at all major bookstores. Take your time. The harbor is quiet,